My best friend of 7 years just confessed his feelings for me, and now we have a date planned, but I'm afraid that I'm about to lose the best thing that has ever happened to me, and we won't ever be able to go back. My 23F best friend, 23M, of 7 years told me that he had feelings for me and asked if I would be okay with exploring those feelings if I felt the same way. He had been acting weird for the past few weeks, so I kinda had an inkling this was coming, so I at least had a response kind of planned out. I was upfront about the fact that I didn't want to ruin our friendship, but Connor, not his real name obviously, made some good points, basically saying that dating might make us even closer and that if we date we'll probably be less likely to drift apart after college. This was in response to me admitting that us drifting apart was one of my fears. He also rightly pointed out that even if things didn't work out we could remain friends because we're both pretty level-headed and neither of us are likely to drop the other person as a friend over a petty breakup. I was talked into agreeing with him because everything he said was so logical, but I'm still unsure. I never saw myself dating Connor. I always thought he was cute but more in an he's gonna make some nice girl so happy one day type of way. I guess I never thought that girl would be me. I feel like our chances of keeping the friendship the same as before was already ruined the minute he said he wanted to be more than friends, so I felt like I had no choice but to at least try a couple of dates with him. In my view I could either reject him and lose him forever if he couldn't stand being around me anymore, or I could agree to date and salvage at least a fraction of what we had. He was so happy when I said yes, and it made me really happy to see him smile and knowing how excited he was. I'm scared of so many things. I'm scared that he'll kiss me on the date and I'll enjoy it and then our whole lives will change. I'm also scared that I won't have fun on the date because it'll feel different than our old friendship hangouts. And I'm scared that he won't enjoy it, but I'm even more scared that he will enjoy it. I haven't been able to sleep properly ever since he told me. Last night I stayed up all night and ate peanut butter straight out of the jar just to distract myself from thinking about what will happen on the date. I've been psyching myself out on what to wear and whether to get made up like I would for any other guy. It feels weird asking my other friends for advice about boys stuff when normally I would just go to Connor about stuff like this. I just wish we could go back to how things were before he dropped that bombshell. We were both so happy and comfortable as friends, and now I can feel how nervous we are when we're around each other, and it sucks. In an ideal world we will come back from the date and laugh about it and just agree to be friends again, but I don't think that's realistic. I'm already nostalgic about all the times we spent hanging out in our hometown and just enjoying the friendship, and now everything's gonna be so different and it's making me panic so much. I don't even know where he's taking me on the date since he wants it to be a surprise, and it's just giving me ridiculous anxiety not knowing. Commenter: do you actually want to be in a romantic relationship with him? Because it honestly sounds like you don't. It seems like you're only willing to entertain this because you're afraid of not having him in your life anymore. Thing is, he's no longer offering a platonic friendship. He's only offering a romantic one now. The friendship you had before is already gone. You can try to date him and see if a romantic relationship works for both of you. But if you're only trying it because you don't want to lose him, you kinda already have? Dating someone because you don't want to lose their friendship is a terrible reason to date someone. OP responds: I think it's a combo of both. I don't want to lose him, but at the same time I think he's right that this could make us even closer and expand the friendship. I hope so anyway. Update: my head is still spinning from our date last night. I was so nervous that I felt sick and I literally almost canceled last minute, but I'm so happy that I went through with it. I told him beforehand that I had anxiety about not knowing where he was taking me and I didn't know what to wear. He still wouldn't give away the surprise, but he did tell me to dress comfortably, so I just wore one of my nice casual dresses. He made us an outdoor drive-in movie theater. Don't ask me how he did it because I'm hopeless with technology, where we watched my favorite movie and he brought popcorn and my favorite chocolate. Afterwards he took me to this new bookstore cafe in our town which had just opened and I had been dying to go to. I was so happy when he finally kissed me, even though I had been previously dreading that he would. We actually kissed quite a bit. I found that my heart was beating not from nerves this time, but from genuine excitement. Now I look forward to intimacy with him and I feel like it'll just make us even closer. It's still unbelievable to me that this is happening, but it doesn't scare me anymore. I never thought Connor would ever make me feel like this. In my head it just wasn't a possibility since we were such good friends. I couldn't be happier that I decided to give him a chance instead of just immediately shutting it down in fear of ruining the friendship. In reality, our friendship was never in any danger. Yes, there are real differences between dating and just being best friends, but there are way more similarities than I was expecting. The conversation still flowed the same way it did when we were only friends, and we still have plenty of fun and laughs. I'm overjoyed that our friendship dynamic hasn't changed because I was mainly worried that things would be awkward now and I wouldn't know how to behave around him. Now it feels like we're friends who just happen to be dating, and in my opinion that's exactly how things should be. Seeing how happy he is just feels like the cherry on top. Commenter 1. Congrats on the great first date. You had me smiling all the way through. It sounds like it was a really fun time for both of you. Commenter 2, you deserve this. I'm so happy for you.